What's up, guys? Your boy D Money Man back at it again. I just was trying to say today we're gonna be doing a review of the Thunderbolts. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start with the story now. The story here goes off as after finding themselves inserted in a death trap, an unlikely team of anti-heroes must embark on a dangerous mission that will force them to confront the darkest corners of their past. And that's basically it for the story. I just want to say that this movie is pretty okay to me, pretty fine. I kind of figured walking into this movie that it was going to be okay and it's going to be pretty alright. But yeah, guys, without further ado, let's dive into the characters. Yelena. Now, Yelena is, I pretty liked her in this movie. It's pretty, okay to me as a main character, and I really do like how we dive into her, more of her dark past when she was a kid and stuff, of her killing one of her closest friends in the movie, and her really having a deep connection with Bob, or should I say the Sentry, in this movie, and I really like that, I really do enjoy all that stuff about her. Bucky. Now, Bucky, in this movie, he still plays as a cool guy, as he always does when he be in these type of movies, and I really do enjoy him teaming up with all the other people, especially John Walker, who was in the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show on Disney Plus. Good to see both of them go back at it again. They go back and forth about stuff because, he was basically kind of the secondary villain in Falcon and Winter Soldier. But, yeah, it's going to be seeing interesting on how they're going to move forward with them too, which we'll dive into later on. But, yeah. The Red Guardian. Now, guys, the Red Guardian is really funny in this movie, and I figured that David Harbour knew how to balance humor and all the right stuff and know how to dial it down with his jokes in this movie. And yeah, he's really wanting to be a part of a bigger team, just like he's trying to push on to Yelena, because that's the same way Black Widow feels about the Avengers, that they're her family and everything. And so he just wants her to be better than what he was, and better for each other and stuff like that, and be fulfilled in life. But yeah, I really enjoy Red Guardian. He's a W character. Bob. Now, Bob, aka the Sentry, aka the Void, he does, Lewis Pullman, that's his actor, he does really good job with his character. Like, he does really good job with playing all three of these roles, and I really can't wait to see him, how he does in Doomsday, how all of them does in Doomsday, except for one particular character, which we'll dive into. But yeah, John Walker, aka U.S. Agent. Now, guys, John Walker, aka the U.S. Agent, is pretty much an asshole in this movie. I'm not gonna hold you. And Yelena and Ghost pretty much got on to him about basically being T-Mule Captain America or discount that Captain America. And yeah, about him also killing someone in a Captain America TV show, how he thinks it's justified and they think it's not, type of deal. And yeah, he's basically just go off as a lovable prick type of character, which I really do enjoy. Ghost. Now, Ghost is pretty okay character. Really didn't really give her that much all to do, so it's not really much to say about her, to be honest. Valentina. Now, Valentina is I don't know, she alright. I was not really much to say about her besides she's just kind of a bitch. Ain't gonna hold you, but yeah, there's really not much to say about her. Besides the fact as well, she tried to manipulate the Sentry, so that's pretty much it. But alright, guys, without further ado, let's dive into the likes. Bob is a pretty cool. Now, guys, Bob is pretty cool because not only the way that Louis Pullman pulls off his own character, but as well as the way that he fights and stuff, you know, because he fought all of the Thunderbolt members, and, you know, they easily lost because he's really, really strong, and he's just Colin Cox is really good in this movie. I really do enjoy him. The team dynamic. Now, guys, what I mean by the team dynamic is, like, there's like a scene in the Avengers where everybody comes together to help people out, and that's what this scene, the final battle scene has, and I just really do enjoy the dynamic duos between all of them and everything, especially between Red Guardian and Bucky, or John and Bucky, you know, all three of them. So it's kind of fun to see. Taskmaster gets killed off. Now, guys, Taskmaster gets killed off. Yes, you heard me right. She gets killed off by Ghost by simply getting shot in the head. And I was like, wow, they really killed the Taskmaster, which I wasn't really that much surprised that they did, because the way that they did the character was done dirty compared to the comics. So, you know, I wasn't really surprised that they killed her off, but hey, whatever. I really do enjoy the mental health message in this movie about mental health is basically very important and everything. But I really wish they dealt even more deeper with it by the other members of the Thunderbolts besides Bucky, because he basically, you know, already went to therapy, redeemed himself. But yeah, that would have been really cool more to see, you know. That would have been really good to see. The fight scenes are really good. Now, guys, the fight scenes are pretty much really, really good compared to this movie. And, you know, there's also a little bit iffy CGI compared to the final act of the movie with the Thunderbolts find the Century, and the CGI was a little off, a little iffy. But besides that, the action scenes are pretty good. Well, guys, before we dive into this next thing I'm gonna say, is this movie is this movie a good movie since Endgame? I would say yes and no, because you see, when I watched this movie, it did have elements of the old Marvel, the old MCU back in Phase 3, but at the same time, it really, I don't know, it did, but I wouldn't say it's like the best thing since Endgame. I wouldn't say that, but I would say it's more so of the decent movie since Endgame. One of the decents, at least. But yeah, that's my clarity on it. That's my take on it when it comes to, is it the best thing since Endgame? I would say more like a best decent thing since Endgame. When I say it's the best, you know, I wasn't really jumping up and down the theater or, you know, clapping my hands. You know, I wasn't doing none of that. So yeah, this is decent, but you know, it's, you know. But don't get me wrong though, this movie's not bad in any which means ever. It's not a bad film, but it's just a okay film or a decent film, in my opinion. Y'all may differ from me, y'all may not, you know. Everybody got different opinions, so yeah. But yeah, guys, the Thunderbolts are now the new Avengers. Yeah, everybody kind of figured that this was going to be somewhat the case, or whether it's the new Avengers or the Dark Avengers, but I guess it's not the Dark, it's the new Avengers, but yeah, you know, these are the new Avengers, y'all, you know. And, you know, the people that we acted to it in the universe, we acted the same way that we would in outside the universe, kind of like a fourth wall break that they did there, you know, Deadpool style. You know, I was like, these are the new Avengers. Okay. I wasn't sure how to feel about that at first, but now I'm just like, with everything we heard, it makes sense, you know? And then, later on, we found out in the post-credit scene that Bucky contacted with Sam, and that not only he's building his own team of the Avengers, but he copyrighted the logo and kind of the name, so they can't really use the same logo the same name from the previous Avengers. So that's why Red Guardian has like this funny scene where he did like the new Avengers with a Z, and I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. And then the thing that the all in the hideout says that there's something in outer space, and then it shows a spaceship, and then it got closer to the camera, and as soon as it got closer, it says 4 on it, like the number 4, as in, the Fantastic Four. So the Fantastic Four are going to be indeed arriving to planet Earth, warning everybody that Doctor Doom is coming, or, whatever they're going to say. But I was like, wow, okay, that's pretty good post-credit scene. I guess we have to wait until Fantastic Four to get, another hint at Doomsday and all that. But yeah. So, alright, y'all, that's really all I have to keep stuttering. That's all I have to say about Thunderbolts, or should I say the new Avengers movie. So I give it about a 7.5 out of 10. But alright, guys, without further ado, that's all I have to say about it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. D Money out.